Welcome back. All-out war by social media giants against the Modi government's new IT norms. WhatsApp has filed a legal complaint in Delhi against the centre seeking to block regulations which came into force yesterday. According to sources, the lawsuit allegedly requests the Delhi High Court to declare that one of the new rules is a violation of privacy right since it requires social media companies to identify the first originator of information when authorities demand it. While the law requires WhatsApp to unmask only people credibly accused of wrongdoing, the company says it can't do that alone in practice. The reason being given is that messages are end-to-end encrypted to comply with the law. WhatsApp says it would have had to break encryption for receivers then, as well as originators of messages, and that would end up violating privacy.
The new rules will adversely impact the privacy and security of our communications, especially on encrypted platforms like WhatsApp and Signal. This is the first time that such a provision, a traceability provision, is introduced in the law in any country across the world. The bigger issue is that there is no judicial scrutiny, as the judicial scrutiny can easily be bypassed by an order issued under Section 69 of the Information Technology Act.
There are concerns that WhatsApp has raised, and it has already approached the Delhi court, saying that we must look into this diktat, it says, from the government, because it's going to be, at the end of the day, violative of the privacy policy of WhatsApp. The parent company, of course, is Facebook. So we have WhatsApp versus the center. What really is going on here? What are the new norms that require compliance by WhatsApp that they're not extremely happy about? Identify the first originator of rogue posts is what the government of India is saying. The argument that WhatsApp gives here is that it's going to be a violation of privacy rights if we make an attempt to do so. Apart from that, unmasked people credibly accused of wrongdoing is what the government of India is saying. So you must, in fact, tell us who are these people. WhatsApp says can't do it as it would break encryption. Remember, the WhatsApp messages are encrypted, and this is what WhatsApp is saying, that to do this, we have to break that encryption, and that's going to be violative of privacy laws, essentially, is what the argument of WhatsApp is. Nalini is getting asked more details on that story. Nalini, given the fact that this matter is in court already, get us up to speed with the developments on this legal matter, and what is the government of India now saying?
You know, Sneha, this is an issue that has been pending in courts and has been sub judice long before the deadline even ran out yesterday, because several media organizations had moved the Delhi High Court as well as the Kerala High Court, challenging the constitutionality of these very same laws. But now the same has been done by WhatsApp, where they've moved the Delhi High Court in a petition challenging certain aspects of these new laws that have been put in place by the center. And the main aspect that they're challenging is something called a traceability rule that has been put in place by the central government, which basically asks WhatsApp to ensure that the originator of the message, of any message, can actually be tracked by the company. Now, the idea behind getting these rules implemented is essentially so that there is one nodal officer or one compliance officer in each of these social media giants who can ultimately be held responsible by the central government for any rules or regulations that are not abided by. So that is essentially why WhatsApp has gone ahead and challenged this traceability rule, saying that if the original creator of the message is tracked, then that would require WhatsApp to stop its end-to-end encryption, because of which currently they're not able to see the messages of the people. But they will have to get access to those messages, which ultimately will violate the right to privacy. What's ironical over here, Sneha, is that when the new privacy policy of WhatsApp had come into place, it was the center that had actually moved the Delhi High Court, saying that it violates the privacy of the Indian citizens. And now it's the WhatsApp moving the Delhi High Court against the central government, saying these new IT rules will in fact violate the privacy privacy of the citizens. So the question still remains is that who's actually worried about the privacy of citizens and who's going to be the protector of it? Will it come down to courts to do that? Is only something we'll see once the matter comes up for hearing. It's definitely not going to come up for hearing today because the High Court is on vacation. But tomorrow, if an urgent mentioning is made, then the Delhi High Court might list the matter sometime this week for hearing on further aspects.
Interesting there. Nalini telling us now that the tables have turned, but it remains to be seen that who at the end of the day is concerned about the privacy of individuals. First it appeared the government of India is, now it appears that the government of India is not. Nalini, thanks for getting us those details. Modi government's deadline to social media giants to implement the new guidelines ended yesterday. Social media giants, like we've been saying, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram and WhatsApp now lose legal protection for user content posted on their platforms from today. They are now answerable to Indian civil and criminal, just like criminal laws, in fact, just like any other citizen. Till yesterday, they enjoyed immunity when it came to the content posted by any third-party user on their platforms. The only obligation on them was to take down any illegal content that they notice. Now it's a civil and criminal liability on them for any illegal post. What next then for social media giants, given the fact that they are going to be held responsible like any other citizen in this country for any illegal content? No legal protection, so they've been deprived of that they were enjoying for such a long time now. No legal protection from content by user. They will have to answer now for the kind of content that is put up. Will be held accountable for users' posts. Apart from that, protection against civil liability is going to be ending. Also could even face criminal prosecution. So all this while they were immune to all of that. Now they could actually be facing legal action if there are controversial or illegal posts that are being put up. Liable for punishment under Indian laws. Also, top executives of these social media platforms could also be facing a jail term if the crime is proven, may be forced to cough out hefty penalties. All this while, none of these terms and conditions were applicable to all of these social media giants. Now they have to be accountable for the kind of content that they allow people to put up on different platforms.